keeps moving her head. Microscopic twitches left and right. She's trying to look around without looking around, hoping to catch my shadow or reflection. Eleanor knows she didn't kill me back at the garage. Eleanor's a smart girl. I hate smart dead girls. At the corner of 3rd Street, Eleanor shoulder butts an old lady and what's probably her grandkid into the street, in front of a flatbed truck carrying a backhoe. The driver slams on the brakes. The old lady is on the ground. Cue the screaming and squealing tires. Cue the sheep who stand around pointing and the Captain Americas who run to help. They pull the old lady and the kid back onto the sidewalk, which is great for them, but it doesn't do anything for me. Eleanor is gone. But it's not hard to find her. 50 people must have seen her pull the stunt, and half of them point as she sprints down 3rd before cutting right onto Broadway. I take off after her. I'm fast, a hell of a lot faster than the flat-footed civilians trying to chase her down. But I'm not quite as fast as a vampire, especially one who's lost her umbrella and wants to get out of the sun before she turns into chicken fried steak. She's gone when I hit Broadway. This part of town isn't that crowded on Sundays. I have a clear view in both directions. No perky blondes running down the street in flames. It's mostly stores and office buildings down here, but all the offices and most of the stores are closed. There are a few open doors in the small shops, but Eleanor is too smart to get cornered in one of those little cracker boxes. There's only one place a smart girl would go. God said, "Let there be light," and cheap takeout Chinese. And the Grand Central Market appeared. The place has been on South Broadway since before the continents divided. Some of the meat they use in the burritos and Szechuan beef is even older. I think I once saw Fred Flintstone's teeth marks on some barbecued ribs. Inside, I'm facing down tacos and pizza. There's a liquor store to my left and ice cream against the far wall. Every spice known to man is mixed with the smell of sweat and cooking meat. Not too much of a crowd at this time of day. Some of the shops and kiosks are already counting up receipts. I don't see Eleanor down the central walkway or either of the side ones. I start down the middle of the place, cut to the right hand, and walk by a fish stand. I'm reaching out, listening, smelling, feeling the movement of the air, trying to pick up any tiny vibrations in the ether. I'm getting better at this kind of hunting. Ambush predator stuff as opposed to my old Tyrannosaurus with a hard-on moves that don't go down quite as well in the streets of L.A. as they did in the arena. Subtle hunting, acting like a grown-up. I really miss hell sometimes. A tourist dad asks me how they can get back on the freeway to Hollywood from here. I ignore him and he mumbles something about his taxes and how come we don't have more cops to clear out these drug addicts. 6 months after the New Year's bash at Avila, and I'm still not used to this place, these people. In a lot of ways, civilians are worse than hellions because at least hellions know they're miserable sacks of slaughterhouse shit. More and more, I want one of these mortal types to have to face down a vampire, a jade, or a batshit demon elemental. Not a ghost glimpse in the dark, but having to stare straight into a beast's red meat-grinder eyes, hungry for the souls of the terminally clueless. Be careful what you wish for. A long orange jet of fire rains from overhead, and there's Eleanor, standing on top of the glass and chrome cases at a spice kiosk. The business end of the flamethrower is a little thing, no bigger than a .45 semi-auto. A tube runs from the pistol to an Astro Boy backpack where the gas and propellant are stored. Eleanor moves her arm in a wide arc, torching produce signs and the backs of a few slack-jawed market workers. She's smiling down at us. Annie Oakley and Charlie Manson's demon baby jacked up on that sweet and special pre-kill adrenaline. Then she's down and running with a small, bubbling laugh like a naughty 6-year-old. I take off after her, running deeper into the market. She's small and fast, and a second later she cuts left down the far aisle.